Welcome once again to Core 405. This is Dr. Johnson, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of our Moodle site, which will also point out the syllabus, the schedule, how quickly we will be moving through this course, and how I've set this up to try to make life a little bit easier for you. So if you look at the Moodle site with me, I'm going to scroll through the page. The first section will be our course resources and assignment links, the syllabus and grading scale, which I'll go over in a separate screencast, the various grading rubrics, and a project checklist to help you work through the large group project that's required, the group project assignment and guidelines, something called the Project Workspace Wiki, which we will talk about some more, and some resources that I've got plugged in here for you. We'll talk about the Digo page and documents as we proceed. I've broken the course out by weeks. Even though this is an online course, and I know that we will be working at a little different pace than your brick and mortar courses, sometimes it's easier to still think of things in more traditional fashions. So you'll see this is divided out by weeks, and actually the first week is broken out by some specific days. So you'll see today is just the course introduction and expectations, where we're headed very quickly. You're going to hear me say very quickly a whole lot, so get used to it. A couple of things that are due in the next couple of days. For example, you'll see the first response paper is due by midnight on Tuesday. So you've got to get busy right away. These assignments that are due September 1st, I must have by noon so we can move forward through the class, because I use this information to create your groups. And you'll see that I'll have those announced here. And also I've given you some samples of past student projects. I'll be uploading more of those, so by the time you look at this Moodle in live time, you'll see some different examples here. And then starting after Labor Day, we go in weekly chunks. Core 405 is to focus on one of the three Chatham mission initiatives. However, I've chosen to dabble in all three of those mission initiatives because the scope of technology is so broad. And I don't want to leave anything out for you to consider, especially for your group projects. So the first one is on technology and the environment. Is it possible to change the world through technology? And you can see the various things we'll be looking at through the term, through the week. The following week, starting September 13th, social media. We'll look at blogs, Facebook, MySpace, and LinkedIn. And for that one, we'll look at women in technology. The week after that, one of my favorites, teens in technology. Even though it's not a mission initiative, it's something that is in the news and in pop culture constantly. And to kick off this week, I've given you a couple of videos to look at. One, you may have heard about this past summer, the big brouhaha over these 7-year-olds doing a dance routine to Beyonce's Single Ladies. It was quite provocative and got posted to YouTube and went viral almost immediately. Is this something we need to discuss and something to worry about? Another item for you to consider is teens and texting and driving. This is a very graphic public service announcement that came out in Great Britain on the BBC. And is it over the top? Something to think about. The week of September 27th, technology and global understanding. How safe are we? Should we really be having this class online, and are we secure as we do so? The week of October 4th to October 8th, one of my favorite topics, which will be smart mobs and collective thinking. And as my younger son told me once, I told him there is no I in team, but he pointed out, yeah, Mom, but there's an M and an E. So where do the various ideas of collaborative work, collective thinking, and the individual all come together, and how do they clash? Even though the semester says we have a long weekend, It extends through October 11th and 12th. The online term does not, so we will be plowing right on through long weekend. So I trust that you'll have some sort of internet connection with you, and please plan accordingly. Our term ends October 18th, which you'll see you have some final things due then. So this is just the big brush strokes of the course, so that you can see where we are headed across the term. One feature that I use in Moodle, I'm not sure that everyone uses it, but I've had past classes tell me this is very helpful, is you'll see in the top right hand corner is a calendar. So as you open our calendar and we click through past this week, anytime something is due for the course, you'll see an orange highlight here. And then you'll see that there are various self-evaluation rubrics due on certain days. There are peer response, reading responses due certain days. And this is to help you to navigate. And I'll be modifying this a little bit as the semester gets started. So there you have it. This is just the quick overview of our Moodle and how to navigate it. Items that are due are embedded in each day across. So you will see here there's a discussion forum and how to approach that forum. Directions and for the first response paper. Here's the reading for that first response paper. And by the time you look at this in real time, I'll have the link there for you to upload your first response paper. Oh, silly me. Here it is down here because it's due on Tuesday. So everything that is due, the link to upload that will be embedded somewhere during the flow of the course. Also, I got feedback that it was much easier to find things that way, and if in doubt, refer to the calendar, and you'll know when things are due. So there you have it, and I look forward to any questions you may have about this particular course.